Hi, welcome to Vicky Makes and Builds. I'm here with you today in front of a different background for you. You may have noticed I purchased myself a new puzzle shelf, which I will stand to one side and flourish to show it off a little bit. I actually bought this with the intention of having a slightly different background than the last puzzle shelf I had. I also needed more space because I was getting more and more puzzles, particularly giant ones. But then I built it and then I found out I was moving house. So it's just sort of been in a room and not really getting used for its purpose, so I thought I would just do this quick intro in front of it today. I'm also dressed in my red, white and blue regalia because at the time of recording this it is in the UK the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebration bank holiday weekend, so there's quite a few people got a couple of extra days off this week, and my kids have got a party at the school and it's a really lovely celebratory atmosphere. So I've dressed the part today. But this is actually quite a short video for you today. I wanted to do it because quite a few people had asked me if I would do it. So here it is. A couple of weeks ago, I did the Colour Me Therapy puzzle by Clementoni, and which is here. I'll hold it up for you just here. This is it came as a black and white puzzle which you build and then you colour in whatever colours and patterns that you like. And I built this puzzle and I coloured in the puzzle. And basically quite a few people asked me if I would rebuild the puzzle now that it's coloured in and see if it makes it easier or harder, or, you know, how it kind of makes a difference. So I thought I would just do a short video where I build this puzzle now that it's coloured in. I thought that it would probably be easier than black and white, but I have coloured this in so many different colours that I'm not entirely certain that I haven't made it more difficult for myself, but I guess we'll soon find out. So not much by way of explanations or reviews really today, just a nice time-lapse build of the Colour Me Therapy puzzle coloured in for you today, and I will have a chat with you at the end and let you know how it went. Hope you enjoy! So this is just a brief explanation of how I've gone about the sorting for this puzzle. As you can see from the piles growing in front of you, most of these piles, well, all but one, are actually sorted by colour and colour combinations. The nice thing about doing this puzzle now is that I've only very recently built it, so I do remember a lot of where the colour combos that I did go in the puzzle and where some of the patterns and textures go in the puzzle as well. The only other pile that I sorted were the edge pieces, and there were a few that I didn't sort that just didn't really nicely go into any particular colour combination. But I've no doubt, you know, that they'll just slot in nicely once the puzzles, mostly come together from all the other piles. So that's how I've done the sorting. there you have it. It's all done. Again, it's all done. It was really quick. It went a lot faster than I was thinking it would. And it was so much fun. I'm so glad that quite a few of you suggested that I do it again now it's coloured in, because I perhaps wouldn't have bothered with everything that's going on at the minute and how busy I am. I perhaps, you know, might not have bothered, but a lot of people were quite interested in it, so I thought, oh, I'll do it. And I'm so glad I did. So thank you for that. It was really, really, really good fun. I enjoyed it more than the first time around. And not because I didn't enjoy the first time around, I actually really did. I like the challenge of it and everything. And I'm just talking about the build, not the colouring in. Just like building a black and white puzzle versus building one that's in colour. And not only that's in colour, but the colours I've chosen and that I've done myself. It felt like it was like my own customised puzzle that I was doing. And all the bright colours as well just made it really lovely and fun to do. So I was really, really pleased about that. I also found it easier. I wasn't sure if I was going to find it easier, just with the sheer amount of colours that are in the puzzle. I thought that might throw me off a bit or just kind of confuse my eyes a wee bit, but that wasn't the case. There was actually enough kind of sections of colour combinations or single colours where it went across several pieces and I was able to sort the piles quite easily and put them together quite easily, and it came together really quickly. It was also faster. Now, unfortunately, I never took timings in the first time around. Well, I perhaps shouldn't say unfortunate. I did that on purpose because it's a therapy puzzle. It just didn't feel right to time it. I didn't want to add any kind of pressure elements to the process. But it meant that I couldn't really compare timings with this one. So what I ended up doing was I took a note of how long all the time-lapse footage was from the first build and how long all the time-lapse footage was from this build, and I worked out roughly how long each build took me. And again, it will be rough, but I can tell you that the first build took me around about 3.5 hours, and this build took me around about 2 hours 20 minutes. So a good hour and a bit, shaved off the time, so it was quicker, it was easier, and I just had a lot more fun. It was just really, really good fun doing it. There's just one other observation I have to make, just something that I noted as I was building it this time round. And that is that the feel of the piece, the texture of the surface of the piece felt different since having coloured it in. It was obviously very smooth the first time around because it had been done that way so that it could hold the ink. But having added the ink to it, it kind of softened it a bit, almost made it feel slightly velvety. But there was definitely kind of a soft plumpness to the piece, which I think was just because of the ink maybe just expanding the piece a little bit and just kind of creating that layer on the top that made it feel slightly different. So that was something. It wasn't bad. I didn't mind it at all. It was absolutely fine. It was just an observation that I noted as I was building it. Sometimes I think that perhaps the slight expansion of the pieces made it just a bit more difficult to put the pieces in. There were occasions when I was putting a piece in, particularly if it was a small tab going into a small gap, I found I had to sort of push it into place, or it would maybe just get stuck as I was trying to slide it in. So not sure if maybe that was the reasoning for that, but again, it was very occasional. It wasn't an issue. It was just something that I picked up on. And that's it. I mean, I didn't really notice anything else, any other differences. But I'm so glad. I'm so glad I did it. I've really had fun with it. So nice short and sweet video for you today. I hope that you've enjoyed it too. If you have, please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you enjoyed the video, then please consider subscribing to my channel for more awesome videos. But in the meantime, I will say goodbye for now, and I'll see you next time, and happy puzzling. Bye!